Yo, what's up? What's up? Like to say what's up to all my peoples. It's your man Ken Billions. Today I got a crazy game for you. My topic today is the laws of choosing fees, wins, gains, and losses. I'm going to give you some pointers on, how to go about choosing fees, receiving them, what you should do. I'm going to tell you some of the pitfalls to look out for so you don't catch no L's in the game. And I'm going to give you my personal, testimonies of times when I didn't stick to my laws. When I'm winning, it's because I'm operating in grace and favor. And when I'm catching L's, it's because I'm breaking my own laws for whatever reason. So that's what today's topic is. It's about choosing fees and why they're super important. And for you to get the results that you want, it's important that you're going to have to change your thinking, change your approach. It's important that you be about your rations and understand that fortune favors the bold. So that's what we're talking about. And when you are really getting chose and you are getting them fees like that, you're not worried about social justice. You're worried about your skrill. You're worried about your guap. When you're getting chose like that, you're worried about position and you're worried about leverage. It's about choosing fee. And when you're focused on that, you always stay on the aggressive. And when you go away from getting chose and putting a fee, a paywall in place, that's when you're going to catch all the losses in your life. So do me a favor. Make sure you like and share this video because the game is going to be fire. All right. And I know for certain somebody, male or female, young or old, white or black, fat or skinny, it doesn't matter. If you listen to my words and follow it to a T, you're going to get from point A to point Z different. But you have to shift your thinking in the game. You have to shift your approach. You got to be more clever, more cunning, more crafty, and more official than everybody else in the room. So this is about you being the tallest tree in the forest, all right? So that's the topic. Make sure you like and share this video. Don't cheat me out of that, all right? And again, the topic today is choosing fees, the laws of choosing fees. These are my laws of choosing fees, wins, gains, and losses, all right? Now, make sure you go to kenbillions.com and become a member, all right? Now, someone recently asked me, they was like, yo, Ken, why you don't do live videos like you used to? How come we don't see you like that? And I told them straight up, y'all don't be paying. Y'all don't be paying. The individual is a person that comes to my inbox often and tells me how great I am, but they don't put nothing on that Cash App when it's there. So I'm gonna go get paid somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? They was really like, dang, Ken, yo, you helped me. Why you don't do videos like that no more? And I said straight up, who you think I am? And if I ever came off that I didn't have a choosing fee, then that's my bad. But if I helped you and I provide value and you didn't give me nothing in exchange, then I got to go somewhere else where they're going to pay. And that's the topic of today, of getting paid what you're supposed to. But you got to campaign a certain type of way to get that choosing fee. All right. So I'm going to give you my personal experience. I've let people hit my inbox, campaign on me. I've let people use words on me, even me, right? And I get caught slipping. And then when the relationship dissolves, I cannot take it personal because what am I in the game for? My main thing is to always mash for my cash. So if a relationship dissolves and I didn't get what I was supposed to get from the relationship, that's on me. I can't take it personal. So I want to make sure that you get the things that you are supposed to get. And if you do, man, listen, you're supposed to be in that Cash App immediately. So let's get into it. The topic of today is choosing fees. And if you don't know what a choosing fee is, it's basically an initiation. It's basically a fee that someone is going to put down to mess with you, to get next to you. Obviously, they think you're valuable enough to where they want to come in your inbox or they want to say hi to you. But we've been trained wrong. We like attention. We like just to have a phone full of numbers, or we like to just be around a group of people just for the sake of it. But you're always going to catch an L like that. You have to have choosing fees in place. And I'm going to go into the different types of choosing fee and make sure you follow these laws all the way to a T, man, because I'm telling you, if you don't, you're going to lose in the game. And I don't want nobody that's listening to me to lose, all right? So we're going to get into the first law of choosing fees, all right? This is the first law of choosing fee. Make sure you like and share the video. The first law of choosing fees is they gotta come with that envelope. That's a choose. They gotta put something down to pick something up. They got to come with that envelope, right? See, what happens is people lead with praise to get next to you. They tell you all these good things about yourself. They tell you you're the dopest thing they ever seen. They tell you that you fly. They tell you that you're handsome. They say they like your work. They like your books. They like your music. They like your pictures, whatever it is. So they lead with praise. And if you're not careful, you're going to forget about the envelope because you don't need praise or compliments. Where the cash at? And if you don't got the cash, come back when you do. Because if you really like me, or you really think I'm valuable, let's exchange value for value. Clearly, I did something that caught your attention and you want to get next to me. See, we got to operate in the spirit of adulthood. The spirit of adulthood is, if you think the world of me, how are you going to prove that? What are you going to do to show me that I'm important to you? Don't come in my life telling me all this fancy things. So it's important that we work on our self-esteem. So when someone comes into our life, we're not moved by praise. The best type of praise is when we're being praised in public and basically someone's campaigning for us. Basically someone's saying, yo, I praised you to an executive. Or I praised you to someone who can finance your business. If it's empty praise, meaning that you're looking in your phone and it's full of compliments for a person, and I'm going to talk about this later because that's going to backfire on you. Let me tell you something. I've been through this so many times and I'm never moved. People tell me all this fly shit and I just look at it as if I need that. But that's what people, that's their form of love. My form of love is things and stuff. I don't need that, but I play along with it, right? So where's the envelope? That's choosing. Purse first, ass last. Purse first, ass last. See, a lot of us, we just want the ass. We're not focused on the purse. So therefore, we'll let somebody smile up in our face and never put nothing down. But you got to stay on the campaign trail. You got to keep being aggressive because what do I always say? Fortune favors the bold. And if you're not about the purse, then you're going to be about the ass. Now, what happens if you get the ass? You're not going to be able to leverage that into anything. Do you understand? It's two types of people, man, predator and prey. Which one are you? We was raised a certain type of way to think very soft. We was raised in a type of way where we don't have that, we don't understand our value to the marketplace. We want to be liked so bad. We want to find a tribe so bad. But there's no return on investment for being liked. And there's no return on investment for joining a tribe unless it comes with that envelope. So what people do is when they don't have the envelope, they give you promises of loyalty. They give you promises of this future with y'all. They campaign as if they are the best person that you've ever had. I've had someone tell me, hey man, I pledge allegiance to you. It was a female, right? We don't even talk no more, right? And the thing is, she meant that at that time. I'm going to get into that too. Stay with me. She meant that at that time. But where I was, I needed to hear that. But it meant absolutely nothing because why? We don't even talk now, right? So when people don't come with the envelope, they come with promises. They come with ideals of a future, right? They come with these words about, man, how much this, you know what? You my Brody. I love you. It's going to be this and it's going to be that. And you're amazing. And if you're not careful, you're going to get caught up in the words and you're going to forget the envelope, because when you focus on the person, you take your eyes off the prize. When you pick up that phone and see what happens is too, 9 times out of 10, they're peeling you for your game. And they're going to use it on somebody else, with somebody else. So what happens is the great things that you do, they're going to take that and create a whole world with it. And you're not going to get anything in return. And the things that make you great, you got from trial and error. You got from scars. You got from hitting your head out in life. And you freely give that up because of promises, because of attention. See, the envelope is a good exchange for you to give it value for value. They give you that envelope, and in return, you give them your game. You give them your knowledge. You give them your ideals. You can't blame the other person. It's you that's eye on the big prize. You got to keep in mind, the average person does not do anything great. They're just good at this, good at that. And they're cool with a ceiling. You understand? They might not want land. They might not want $1 billion. They might not want to circumnavigate the globe with no luggage, right? Shop when you get there. They might be cool with a Honda. But if you are a Bentley person, a Ferrari person, right? If you got expensive tastes and expensive habits and you see yourself on the moon, and then an earthling comes in your life and do earthling things, is not their fault. It's your fault, because why are you over there in the first place, right? Keep your eye on the prize. You'll know how serious they are about you when they come with that envelope. Okay? Now I'm going to shift to the next thing, because not everybody has an envelope. Some people have something else that's equally as important. So if they don't have the envelope, this is the second law of choosing. If they don't have the envelope, there's something equally as important that they can go value for value, because that's what it is. It's a value thing, right? It's a value thing. Someone bringing like to you is not valuable to you. It's valuable to them, because they say, you know what? Nah, yo, it's not valuable to you. But if they don't have an envelope, not everybody's going to have something to put down. But there's another thing that's equally as important, and it's sweat equity. That's a form of choosing if they don't have the envelope. If they don't have capital, then their body is the capital. Okay? If they don't have capital, then their body is the capital. They come to you with these words. Pay attention to what I'm about to say. They come to you with these words, not praise. They'll praise you, tell you what they think about you, and then they lead into this. This is how you know if they're really feeling you like that. How can I help? What can I do for you? What do you need? And when do you need it by? Right? Listen to what I said. This is how you choose with sweat equity when you don't have the capital. That means you're going to go, this person is going to go outside on the campaign for you. If they don't have it, they're going to figure it out. If you got a CD or a flyer, they're going to pass it out. They're going to be head first in life for you, right? Get past the praise. I know y'all have people in your life that's praising you. If you're a female, you look good. It's a guy, he's saying, sis, you look good, goddess. Saying all this fly shit. If you a dude, it's a chick in her, oh, I just want to love you. Or I just want to do this. Nah. You, first of all, have to be clear about where you're going in life and set a boundary about that. And if they don't come with that envelope, then they have to come with their sweat equity. And it looks like this. How can I help? What can I do for you? Right? When do you need it? And if nothing else, where are you trying to go? See, when they come with sweat equity, that where you're trying to go, if they don't have a car, then their back is the car. Their mission in life is now to go and get you things. Don't be confused in the world and think there's not people like this, because the United States of America operates just like this. The corporation operates just like this. The job, you look at your mother, look at your father. The job requires maximum effort from them. Okay? The job, the service that they're loyal to requires their body. Okay? So why wouldn't you follow the same format, okay, and require their body if they don't come with that envelope? This is the next step. It's either straight up capital or straight up body. Straight up. You don't got to listen to me. Go out into the world. I guarantee you catch an L. And when you come back and ask me for my advice, I'm charge you double because you didn't listen. I already got the bumps and bruises and scrapes for you already because I've been in the field. And I got some L's. I got more wins than I got losses. But I'm not going to sit up here and lie and tell you that my campaign has always been A1, because it wasn't. I'm constantly learning the game. All right? And this is just from my POV of being out in the field, being out in the world. Because I get inboxes on the daily of people telling me a bunch of things. And, oh, Ken, you're so great. And Ken, you're doing this. And yeah, whatever, man. It don't mean nothing for me. I'm a different kind of black man. Other black men need hugs and attention and nurturing. I want bags and bags. Give me the jewels. Give me the rubies. Give me the land. Give me the things. Give me the stuff, man. Give me the stuff. That's what I came to the planet for. Keep all that other shit. You feel me? So I'm clear about that. So if I don't get that from a relationship, whose fault is it? It's a person. Okay, check this out. If you listening to me talk and you think I'm fly and you think, yo, bruh got game, it's your job to try to finesse me out of my game. It's your job. So whatever you got to do, if you're a woman, come through with the ideal of nurturing or love or whatever. It's your job to finesse me out of my game so you can take my game and go use it in your world for the free ski. It's your job. So I can't even be mad if I get peeled for it. It's my job to recognize what the hell you're trying to do, because everybody's mind is a gold mine and people are gold diggers. Catch that? So I understand when someone hit my inbox. That what they want. They're trying to peel me for my game. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, I know who I am. I'm one of the best that ever did it. And the second best is in Australia or China. And you can't get to him. So you gotta fuck with me. So, sweat equity. How can I help? What can I do for you? When do you need it? Where are you trying to go? If they don't have the capital, financial capital, then they have to use their body. But here's the thing. You yourself, male or female, whoever's listening to my voice, you have to be somebody aiming at a high target. Because what you're asking someone to do is give up the only thing they have. They have one body. So for them to do that for you, you yourself have to be a source of light. You have to be a great one for them to do something like that. For them to put them, and I'm going to go into the next one, for them to put themselves in a hole, for them to risk their freedom, risk their livelihood, give you their assets, whatever it is, you have to be somebody of importance. You have to be an Einstein. You have to be a Jay-Z. You have to be a LeBron. You have to be a Bill Gates. You have to be treading in that type of direction to get the results that you're trying to get. And if you're not, it's either two things. You campaigning wrong or you're not a great one. Because if you're campaigning right, as you campaign, you'll be bullshit proof. Now, each month and year, I become a little more bullshit proof. So people don't come at me a certain type of way. But I do catch L's because I haven't seen everybody's type of campaign. But as I see more type of campaigning of other people, it makes me more sharp. Like, okay, got you. Do you understand? So the first way of choosing is that money in the envelope. The second way that someone comes with a choosing fee is that sweat equity. The third way someone comes with the choosing fee is they are willing to put themselves in a hole for you. And if you don't have people willing to put themselves in a hole for you, then you have to increase your value. Because people will put themselves in the hole for things they consider valuable. You don't believe me? Look what people do for money every single day. Rob banks, go on heists, prostitution, illegal activity, or in the legal world, give their backup, give their attention up, away from their children, away from their spouse. Why? Because they consider money valuable. People will do whatever you want if you have value. You have to have value for someone to put themselves in a hole. See, a real choose comes with risk. A lot of dudes be like, oh yeah, this girl likes me. Yeah, shorty, she on my D. What is she risking to chop it up with you, dog? Some of you women be like, yeah, all these dudes in my DMs, sis, that don't mean nothing. He ain't risking nothing. He ain't putting nothing up. You gas because somebody's in your DM? He's not risking nothing. He's sitting on the toilet and seen a thirst trap picture and he hollered at you. What is he risking? Nothing. Don't tell me, homie, don't tell me a shorty is checking for you. She's on your D. She's head over heels for you. What is she risking? Nothing. It's free to choose. It's free to choose. What is she sacrificing important in her life to get next to you? Baby girl, for you to think all these guys is thirsty, does their thirst come with sacrifice? Yes or no? You might be overvaluing yourself in the marketplace, right? Make sure you like and share this video, man. All this game, and you ain't gonna give no likes. That's what I'm talking about, man. All this game and you ain't gonna share the video. So what you saying is I'm good enough to listen to, but you can't put me on your page. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead and risk something for your boy. If you think I'm valuable, risk something. The thing about it is the story of Jesus Christ comes with sacrifice. So you mean to tell me the verse in the scripture says this, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life? So this person laid down their life? Who laying their life down for you? So you have this ideal and this concept of person giving their life up for you. Give me an example of where that's going on in your life. The spiritual system that you adhere to, the main character gives a sacrifice. But yet the people in your life standing next to you have gave absolutely positively none. Now this is not for everybody. This is for people that have value. If you are valuable, then those that want to get next to you must take a risk. Now, it's up for you to determine What's a good, what's a meaningful risk? You know what I'm saying? A meaningful risk. Do you understand? A meaningful risk. Go through your phone right now. That good morning text that you got from somebody. That what you doing big head that you got from somebody. That I miss you. If someone tells you they miss you, ask yourself, what is it that they miss? And if they miss your sex or your attention, have they risked anything for that? That's very important, yo. What if they put down for them to get your best attribute, yo? Whether that's your humor or your knowledge or your brute force or your protection. What is it that they've risked? What is it that they put down in order to receive your essence, yo? A real choose comes with risk. They must go in the hole. Or willing, eager, not even willing, eager. Because willing is like, someone willing to do something for you is like, okay. That's someone willing to do something for you. They're like, okay. Someone eager to do something for you is like, daddy, baby, show me where the brick wall is. I will run my head into it for you. That's what I'm talking about. That's a real choose. And if it ain't that kind of choose, it ain't nothing. Because let me tell you something. It sounds stupid. But if you was locked up, this the person that will come get you out. If you were stranded in Antarctica, this is the person that's going to come for you. See, you need people like that in your life, willing to go to hell for you. You see that hand coming out that dirt? Someone willing to be buried alive. You know what I'm saying? Someone willing to be buried alive. They got to be willing to be buried alive. They got to be willing to go in the hole for you. If they're not willing to go in the hole for you, then it ain't about nothing. And don't even confuse yourself and trick yourself that the relationship means more than what it is. They only want attention, my niggas. Baby girl, they don't mean anything. Listen, if you don't take nothing else from this, a real choose come with risk. Because how are you going to vet who's serious and who's not? Risk something valuable for me. Give me something that you can't get back. Risk your relationships. Risk your freedom. Risk your finances. If you ain't willing to do none of that, and you are a high quality person, tell people to stay the hell away from you. Matter of fact, you don't even got to say that. When you campaign a certain type of way, people won't even have the unmitigated gall to come in your space. And as I keep moving, I keep scaling. My inbox get a little more drier because people know better. People know better. And as I keep moving forward, it get more drier. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I used to go live. My inbox used to be flooded. But I've vetted a certain kind of way. So you know, don't come in my shit unless you got something for me. And I respect those who got something for me because you know what you're looking at. And once you know about real self-worth and value, self-value and self-esteem, you have a price tag on you. I don't give a damn if you got $5 in your pocket. Your current circumstance is not the full gravity of who you are. It's what you're capable of. It's your mind frame. Everybody go down. So don't look at yourself because if you don't got a whip right now or you got to stay with people right now as if you don't got value. Yo, Warren Buffett loses 400 million sometimes in the stock market. Jeff Bezos' wealth dips by the billion. Is he still not Jeff Bezos? When Michael Jordan came back out of retirement the first time and the Orlando Magic beat him. Nick Anderson stole the ball from him. He had the 45 jersey. Everybody was laughing because he was on his down. That's Michael Jordan, dog. Is you crazy? What happened next year? They ran off 3 straight. So just because you down does not mean you're not who you are. Everybody goes down. Don't get it twisted. So don't base your current circumstance. You got to ride the bus right now. You got to take a cab right now. Your finances is low. But guess what? Bounce back game like Spalding, dog. You know what I'm saying? A real choose is going to come with risk. You'll know how serious they are, because they will go in the hole for you, man. These is the laws of choosing fees, baby. That was the third way. There's a fourth way too. Okay. There's a fourth choosing fee style. The person comes in your life wanting to be used. Used. When somebody be like, man, you just using me. You damn right. What I'm supposed to do with you? What am I supposed to do with you? I live by a motto a great, wise, very, very wise man told me. A very, very wise man told me. And it stuck with me, right? He told me, don't misuse, use, but don't abuse. And he put it in a rhyme like that, and it always stuck with me almost 20 years, man. He said, don't misuse, use, but don't abuse. That's a motto that I live by, and I'm sharing it with you. A person that can't be used is useless. See, I want to be used. See, I just don't want to be used by bottom feeders because they don't have nothing for me. I want to be used by Jay-Z. I want to be used by Mark Cuban. I want to be used by Magic Johnson. I want to be used by a great market. I want to be used by people that got something for me. That's who I want to be used by. I want to be used to the point where there's a return on my value. See, a person that's kicking and screaming, talking about them being used is because they're a nobody. They don't have anything. So a person, I'm being used. You're just using me. Am I abusing you? Am I misusing you? Because this is the thing. If you're not going to work for yourself, if you're not going to do nothing for yourself, how am I using you to put you in a position to do something for me? I found you and you wasn't on shit. You didn't want nothing until I came. You didn't see the world in the way you seen it until you heard the Ken Billy talk. You didn't want what you wanted before until I came. You know what I'm saying? So don't get mad because I use you. You wasn't on shit. So why waste a perfectly good mind? You should be grateful that I'm using you. Because me using you is going to put you in a better position that you wouldn't have been in before. Because guess what? Guess who else going to use you? Chick-fil-A. Either working for them or you spending with them. Guess who else going to use you? Amazon. Guess who else going to use you? The car dealership. In fact, when that income tax hit in 2020, it's going to be a lot of using going on. It's going to be a lot of using going on. Mark Zuckerberg is using us right now. They stealing our data right now. Oh, it's a lot of using going on. You want to be used. You don't want to be useless. The key is don't misuse, use, but don't abuse. And the fourth way that someone is going to come put that choosing fee up, they want to be used by you. You know how some church folks be saying, Lord, use me? You want people to come in your life and say, use me, just don't abuse me. You see that picture right there? How she got that blindfold on? Baby, I got the blindfold on. Use me. I want to be used by you. Baby girl, do you got a man that wants to be using you, that wants you to use him? Is he begging to be used by you? Homeboy, Is there a woman in your life begging to be used by you? Sometimes our campaigning is so off that it's people just begging us. I mean, literally begging us to be used. And for whatever reason, we can't get out our own way to use them properly. Don't misuse them. Don't misuse them or abuse them. How will you misuse them? By making a miscalculation of putting them in places where they don't fit and not studying them enough to know where they're most strongest at. That's how you misuse them. You take the neurosurgeon and you give him a mop and broom and tell him to be a janitor. That's misusing him. And taking the janitor and putting him in the medical field, and he ain't never did it a day in his life. He's being misused. Or a lot of guys see a gorgeous woman, and the only thing he could think of is to have a baby with her. That's misusing her. That's misusing her. Because once she has that kid, it ain't about you no more. It's about the child. And then she's going to have to work very, very hard to get back into her regular form when you met her. By this time, she's done aged and got closer to the wall. For real. There are women that want a provider not to flip his money, so they can sit their ass on the couch and be on Facebook talking about feminine energy and how they got a provider. Baby girl, you're misusing him. If he got money, flip the money. Take his money and use it to make more. So now you are standing on your own bread. Now, if anything happens to that person, he runs off with another woman, you got your own money. That's misusing. Oh, I want a man to take care of me. No, baby. You want a man with money so you can use his money to make your own money. What the hell you want to sit on the couch for talking about being your femininity? That's misusing the money. You cannot pay rent with the feminine. Where's the ATM card for that shit? Y'all crazy as hell. That's misusing people. A dude see a girl, man, she bad. She's gorgeous. She's a star. Why you want to get her pregnant then? Her beauty can work for you. There's nothing wrong with that. That's smart. It's capitalism. If you get her pregnant, that'll sit her down. You want people to look at her. You want people to notice her beauty. And while they're noticing that, she got your flyer in her hand. She got your album or your book or whatever it is in your hand. Hey, have you seen my husband? Hey, have you seen my boyfriend? But if she knocked up at home, how the hell does her beauty work for you, player? A lot of women that want so-called providers, they be fucked up in the game. Because guess what? He winds up running off with another woman and that girl ain't got shit. You misused them. You was looking for comfort instead of looking to campaign. Look at the guy like an ATM. So you don't gotta, it's in-home economics. So you don't gotta go to Bank of America to get the loan. He is the loan. Nah, but you want to sit down on the couch talking about your feminine energy. Get the fuck out of here, baby. You better hope nothing happens to him. Because guess what? That kind of game don't got a retirement plan. Then you're going to be 50 years old on your back, hoping somebody comes save you. When you had a cash cow right on your bumper all them years, wanting to be used. If he picked you, he wanted you to use his money. Is you crazy? Oh, this game. Somebody said, Ken, why you don't go live no more? I said, because y'all don't be paying. I want to be used, but you gonna pay me though. I want to be used. Use me. Please use me. I want to be used. You ain't gonna misuse me though. Misusing me is me going live every single day campaigning and that Cash App ain't going off or you ain't subscribing to KenBillions.com. Because I don't do nothing with the compliments. Period. I'm mashing for my rations. Can't build it. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So you got people in your life that want to be used. And you might be miscalculating and not looking at the game for what it is to use them properly. But that's a real choose though. That's another form of choose. When they don't got no capital, they don't got nothing else, and they just like, hey, use me. You gotta do it. Just don't misuse or abuse. Now, there is choosing red flags. And I mentioned it before. There is choosing red flags. It's a red flag. I won't say red flags, but it's a red flag. The choosing red flags, keep your ear open for this right here. Huge promises. Understand something. I don't give a damn if you're married or what. Everything that comes out of their mouth is super conditional. All that shit they're telling you about how y'all gonna be together forever and they love you. I told you I had somebody say I pledge allegiance to you, right? And they meant that at that time. That was very conditional though, right? Huge promises. People say things in the moment, right? People are, their loyalty is based on how they feel at that particular time. They don't really mean what they're saying. All that pillow talking, all that texting, when they say, yo, you're going to be my dog for life. You my A1, you my baby. Only until they feel a different way. Very rarely is somebody going to stand on that. First of all, to not consider that human beings hurt each other, that's dumb. Humans gonna human. Even the most sharpest of us have our moments. And it's in those moments you find out that that campaigning that person was doing, they didn't mean that. But you got to know that the things that are coming out of their mouth, those huge promises, especially if it didn't come with that envelope or sweat equity, they don't mean that. So, understand that what they're saying, these are choosing red flags. Understand that what they're saying is based on today, how they feel about you now. It's impossible for them to make a projection to say that how they're going to feel 10 years from you about you now. I've had people say the most amazing things to me. They are not around no more. And I'm not going to say that I've been innocent in their relationships, but I know that human's going to human. And I know the moment where they feel a certain type of way, all that shit that they said goes out the window. That's why when they talk that kind of talk, it's your job to get the most out of them as quick as possible, because they're campaigning with like. And not campaigning with no tangibles, no sweat equity, or not wanting to be used. Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. When they leave you and when they pivot on you, and they will, do not take it personal. Everything they're saying about you is for the moment. In this moment, I love you. I like you. I pledge allegiance to you. In this moment, you are my everything. In this moment. Don't get caught up on that, because they will pivot when they feel a certain type of way. When they don't like you saying something, or they don't have your attention at the moment. It's going to change. They are human. This is about you retaining all the power. So if you come up short, you're never blaming people, and you don't say, I ain't messing with nobody no more. How you gonna get to where you gotta go? You need people. The source energy in this universe talks and communicates through people. The problem is you didn't campaign a certain type of way. So when people tell me these big ideals about our relationship, I only go along with it. But I always drop hints like, you're not going to be able to stand on that. I already know what that is. This ain't my first rodeo. They're going to leave you. They're going to pivot on you. It's something that's going to happen where y'all don't get past it. Now, I understand if there's supreme disrespect, super violations, physical, verbal abuse. I don't expect anybody to stay down for that. You know what I'm saying? But if the leaving, most of the time the leaving is based off an emotion. The separation is based off a feeling, not an intuition, right? Not anything metaphysical, not nothing based on numerology or astrology, but baby feelings. So that's why the moment you hear people say these big things, oh, I love you, I'm gonna always love you. That's a sell. That's over delivering. When someone says something like that, I'm gonna always be in your life. It's your job to put that to the test. Cool, go get me some shit. This is what I need. Now, it's a difference between no and I can't. I can't means, damn, I don't really know how, but I'm going to figure it out. No means just no. Right? But understand it's a moment when they're giving those big promises. Get as much out of them in a short period of time and don't get caught up in their campaign. What they are campaigning with was not one of the 4 laws of choosing that I just mentioned. What they're campaigning with is infatuation and like. They don't like you how you think. Right? It's something about you. Most of the time, for real, it's a like based on window shopping. And once they have you for a minute, it begins to dissolve. And then they go like something else. These are people that spend a lifetime liking things. I like it. And then they put it down. It's not personal though. That's the thing. It's not personal. It's just a game. You know what I'm saying? So listen. If it didn't come with the envelope, it meant nothing. That's who you should be loyal to. So let me tell you something. Let me tell you one time when I was slacking on my thing. I had a person in my life that came with the envelope, right? Came with the envelope. They didn't have to do that. They always came with the envelope. And it was a time when I was transitioning in my life and things was a little slow. Things I was touching, it wasn't coming to fruition. It wasn't growing. Maybe I had some bad luck going on, but this person always came with the envelope. Sometimes I didn't even know how they did it. Whatever I asked, they had, yo. And at the particular time, I was thinking I was just that guy. I was thinking, yeah, man, this is what I be doing. They seen something in me, right? They seen something in me. They wasn't coming with the envelope based off no slick shit I was saying. They was coming with the envelope because they seen value in me that I didn't even notice. They always came with the envelope. Not just that, sweat equity and willing to be used. I misused it and abused it and did the number one thing. I exchanged a person with the envelope with a person that had nothing. That's a lesson that I learned. I didn't know that. I thought I was just that guy. I thought I can balance that. That was an L. I exchanged basically one job for another job. One job that was paying and another job that wasn't. I know what I did. It was a woman that had the envelope for me. I exchanged that woman with a woman that physically I felt, oh, she looked better. That was the dumbest shit ever, right? But that's what happens when you are slacking on your macking. And for real, the look, at the time, I was super immature because that person that I thought was pretty was really ugly. You understand? I just was in my own way of I wanted to see what I wanted to see. All right? So I messed up a person that came with the envelope. And I pivoted to a person that came with like. Now, this person that came with like, you know what I'm saying? This person that came with like came with big promises. The person that came with the envelope never promised nothing. They just got what I needed. They never said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Tell me what you need, I'm going to go get it. This other person came with, oh, I'm going to always love you. We're always going to be this. You always going to be my man. Boom, 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 boom. Right? That relationship went to shit so fast. But the person that campaigned to me with like, they wanted my attention and they got it. They peeled me for what they thought my best quality was, which was my attention. And they did exactly what they were supposed to do. That was my job to say, hold on, I'm mashing for my ration. If you can't do what this other person is doing, then dealings over feelings. Don't go out like that. That's an L that I caught in my younger years that I would not catch now. I didn't know any better. What I thought I knew about the game, I was running off of, thinking I'm finessing, not knowing that the person that came with the envelope was choosing to go in a hole for me for a vision that I didn't even see. So when it comes like that kind of choosing, a person that will run into a brick wall for you, a person that'll come with the envelope, a person that will give you their last and choose with a risk. Do not for 1 second think because that's your game. That comes from the spirit realm. And something in you attracted and put out a signal that you needed that at that particular time. And if you think it's because you are the best thing since sliced bread, you are going to mismanage that person. You understand? So, yeah, I'm talking the game, and yeah, I'm talking finesse, yeah, I'm talking all that. But there's unseen things going on. And the things that happen in the unseen manifested in the seen. Somewhere I programmed in the unseen that I needed an envelope. I needed a person to run into a brick wall for me. I needed a person that'll go in a hole for me. I needed a person that'll risk everything for me. And I got it. And I mismanaged it. I didn't even use it. I had misused it and abused it because I was drunk off my own self. Be very careful. Because the game is like football. It's a game of inches. You can win big, but that high of winning does not feel the same as that low as losing. That low of losing is more powerful than that win. So whatever you're doing in your life, make sure that you are on top of your things and you know who is who. Make sure that you're getting what you asked for from the game, and make sure you're not mismanaging or miscalculating, or make sure you got your eyes and your ears open. Because grace and favor, if you don't operate in it the right way, it'll go to someone else. So, those are the 4 laws of choosing fees. So right there you see that Cash App. Don't treat me like no slut. Put something down, because you definitely pick something up. And if you want to do more than that, go ahead and slide over to kenbillions.com and become a member. And if you can't do none of those 2, if you can't put something on a Cash App or become a member, the least you can do is share it on your page. But you got to do something, because I want to be used. Right? But it got to have an ROI to it. So I hope that made sense for you. I hope you got something out of it. Tell your mama, tell your brother, tell somebody about me. Tell somebody about me, right? And if you want me to keep showing up, keep paying. My name is Ken Billions. I will see you guys next time. And that is the 4 laws of choosing fees. Peace.